That's probably one of her highlights, huh?
97.1 KBEAR. So not only is it Make-A-Wish Radiothon Day today, today's the day we find out who wins the $1,000 gift certificate from Jensen Jewelers for Who Loves Your Baby with KBEAR. Jamie Bond will be checking in from Jensen Jewelers Rimrock Mall coming up in just a couple of minutes on KBEAR.
Is this the first time for this?
This is the first ever Make-A-Wish Radiothon on KBEAR, and we hope to next year say the second annual.
That's right. Our goal today is $10,000 and also to raise 100,000 airline miles to put our kids on flights.
We'll partner with any airline in order to make that happen, and we receive anywhere from 1,000 miles to as a minimum donation all the way up to whatever people want to donate. And that will allow our children and their families to fly at a reduced cost, and obviously with the donated miles it's a free thing for them to be able to fly. So we want to make sure that these miles donations come in strong and hard so that we can help make their travel a little bit better.
So how long have you been here so far? You started at what time?
What time did we start, Larry? 5?
About 5 a.m.
Yeah, I was the first car in the parking garage, at least on my floor, so I feel like I was here very early. But yeah, we're only a couple hours into it. We still have a few more hours to go today to reach that $10,000 goal, and in the meantime we've been having fun entertaining shout outs and Valentines and song requests, so it's been a beautiful thing.
All right, so Julie from Beartooth Bank called that in for her Make-A-Wish Radiothon shout-out / Valentine's request for all of her co-workers at Beartooth Bank.
Yeah, they all came together and pitched in $100.
Banks know how to rock, don't they? Yeah. 10:04 in KBEAR.
Billings' greatest hits.
Yeah, Billings has been very generous, and so has our state, and we're seeing amazing things happen. Our referrals for children are higher than we ever anticipated, so we know that the need is great.
There is a large need, and the need is growing because the medical community here is really starting to figure out what Make-A-Wish is all about, and so the referral process is becoming a little bit easier, and there's a lot more referrals. So the need here in Billings is huge.
Well, right now we're working on 42 wishes of children in Montana. Right here in Yellowstone County, we have 9 wishes that we're currently working on. So last year in 2011, we granted 28 wishes, and this year we're projecting that we'll be able to grant 32. What typically happens is a social worker from a hospital will call to refer a child, or it may be the family, a friend, a co-worker, anyone who is aware that a child's facing a life-threatening medical condition. We assign 2 wonderful wish-granting volunteers, and they actually get to the heart of the wish. They meet with the family, they sit down, they learn all about the child, what they love, the things that make them happy, what they like to do, and then from that we kind of sort through it all, and a wish is given life, and then the volunteer in our office works to plan the stuff from A to Z and all the way in between, and that's really how the magic's born.
And Dick Deedy with us in our studio, and Heather O's. You can talk a little bit about Dick and maybe give him a proper introduction.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. So standing here beside me is Dick, and you can't see this, but he's got an amazing crown and wish-granting device. So he's here today to talk about his daughter Katie's trip to Disney World, and just a little bit about what Make-A-Wish means to their family. Go ahead, Dick.
Alrighty, well, somebody from the hospital actually turned in our name to Make-A-Wish as a possibility for us to take the trip. And the girls were real diligent about getting to everything right away and trying to find out, you know, where we wanted to go, what Katie wanted to do. And it was basically all her. She decided on a couple little different things, and then she decided that those wouldn't work out and settled on Disney World and putting her, sorry.
That's okay.
Emotional
thing. That's okay. Of course it's going to get emotional, you bet.
Putting her feet in the ocean. We went. She had a great time. Found lots of little seashell tokens. Got out in the water. The salt water makes her a little more buoyant, so it was a time when it was easy for her to walk, and normally it isn't. We went to Universal Studios. She is a roller coaster adrenaline junkie. She went on every single roller coaster you can imagine. She went on everything.
What a strong girl.
She's very brave.
How old is Katie?
She's 14 years
14.
old. Yeah. When you have sick kids, or kids with different problems, you know, the medical things are just atrocious. She's way over my $1 million baby and worth every penny of it. But, you know, it's something that we never would have been able to do for her.
Without Make-A-Wish.
Without Make-A-Wish and winning the lottery, but you got to have money to play that. So Make-A-Wish was far better.
Because we want to make sure that these kids are getting the best experience possible, and it costs about $3,400 per wish. So we're finding that we want to raise a lot of funds in order to send all these wonderful kids and their families on the wishes, or to make the wishes come true. Mm-hmm. And typically it's a travel wish, but there's other wishes. There's things like kids like having playhouses built. They want a shrine to their Xbox. You know, they want to be able to see a musical in town.
So that brings up a very good point. I always think of the big trips, going to Disney World, going here and there. What are some of the small things that people look for? You mentioned a couple of them.
Right. Like, we've had some little girls who have always wanted to be a ballerina, and they've never had that opportunity. So, you know, we set up time with a dance class here, and the Nutcracker Ballet was in town, and so we can partner with things like that in order to make their wish come true. We've had things, cheerleading experiences where little girls wanted to be cheerleaders. We've had boys who want to be a firefighter for a day. And so it's not just about these big trips, it's about making the wish of that child come true. So it doesn't necessarily mean they have to travel a long distance. They have very creative imaginations, they know what they want, and they love to be just a kid. And so that's our job, is just to allow them to be the kid for the day.
So if somebody wants to donate year-round, where can they take it? Where can they send it? Who do they send it to?
Absolutely. They can call our office, and that's 259-9848. But we have a fabulous website, and that's montana.wish.org. Even if you just Google Montana Wishes, it'll take you right to our website. So there's an opportunity to give online. And we always love to have visitors. If you want to come into the Wells Fargo Center, people who stop in, there's a kind of a reward in it for you as well. So.